Yo, it's about to go down. I said, yo, it's about to go down.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to a late night edition of Kidney Disease Education Moment. You know who I am, Steve Belcher. Look, I know it's late. I'm not going to be on here long, maybe about 15, 20 minutes. If somebody got any questions, I'll answer them. But look, the Spirit told me to talk about this, getting enough dialysis. And you want to know how I came up with that? I was going through a lot of stuff in my place, right? A lot of information. I came across this book from this hospital I used to work at in Baltimore. And they used to give this, right, to all their patients. Every new patient that came in got this guide. And what this guide is, I mean, you got a letter from the medical director. And then pretty much, if you look at the table of contents, right, you can see hours of operation, port numbers, patient parking, grievancy policy, patient rights and responsibilities, introduction to hemo, renal team. I mean, you see it on and on and on. Fluid control, blood pressure. So they don't give this out anymore. In fact, this dialysis program was taken over, brought out by DaVita. So Good Sam no longer have their own dialysis clinic. They used to be the largest renal treatment provider in the state of Maryland. Their program, Good Sam, Good Samaritan Hospital. Now DaVita got it. They don't implement this, but patients should know the information that's obtained in this book. Excuse me. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. We're going to go over just the facts, getting enough hemodialysis, because let me tell you, if your kidneys no longer work and you're on dialysis, because you do have patients on dialysis that still have urine output. But if you don't have any urine output and you're on dialysis, a lot of people think, oh, let me get 3 hours. They get off early. They had enough. But contrary to the belief, more is better. Not getting off early. You need to get adequate dialysis to have an overall feeling of well-being. So let me just explain what adequate dialysis is. Adequate dialysis. Share this broadcast. I know I only got 4 people. We only need 2 people to learn, So share this broadcast, because you may have some new people being diagnosed, going on dialysis, and don't understand the big picture. And they may think, oh, I get off at 2.5 hours, or they get off prematurely. And then at the end of the month, when they get their labs taken, their KT/V is below 1.2 or is not meeting its goal. So what is adequate dialysis? Well, we know that healthy kidneys work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, my kidneys are working. If you don't have, or if you're not on end-stage renal failure, your kidneys are working. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When kidneys stop working, dialysis does some of this work, okay? Adequate dialysis means enough treatment to help you live long and well. Because we know kidney disease is the 9th leading cause of death in the United States, okay? So number 2, dialysis is measured in a dose. I'm going to repeat that. Dialysis is measured in a dose, like a dose of medicine. That's how dialysis is measured. And you may not have that explained to you before. So let's get into it. Your doctor will prescribe a dose of dialysis that should keep you feeling well. Your URR, which stands for urea reduction ratio, or KT/V score, will tell you if you're getting enough dialysis. 3, the dialyzer, the artificial kidney. I don't have a sample, but we all know how the artificial kidney looks like. The dialyzer performs some of the functions of a normal kidney, okay? The dialyzer or the artificial kidney performs some of the functions of a normal kidney. Now, when I talked about URR, urea reduction ratio, what is it? Share this broadcast, y'all. Please share this broadcast. What is a urea reduction ratio? You may have heard the dietitian talk about it. You may have heard the nurse talk about it at your dialysis clinic. This is how it can be explained. Dialysis removes many waste. One product called urea or blood urea nitrogen is easy to measure. BUN can be tested before and after dialysis to see how much waste has been removed. At the end of the month, when we do monthly labs, we do a pre-BUN and a post-BUN. You may hear the staff say, I got to draw your labs post-dialysis. And it's a certain procedure that they need to do before they draw their blood. They got to reduce the blood flow rate and other measurements and then draw the blood out of the arterial line. Now, the test to compare BUN levels before and after dialysis is called a URR. Okay. Now, why is a URR important? Very important if you're on dialysis. Your URR should be 65% or higher. Some places may have it 60%, but it should be actually 60% or higher. Some places may have a benchmark to go over the national standard of what that average should be or that number should be. So with Good Sam, when they made their book, they determined that there should be 65% or higher, which is good. That is a good URR. People that do home dialysis achieve a much higher URR and a much higher KT/V, what I'm about to get into. So your URR should be 60 is the minimum, 60% or higher to be sure you are getting enough dialysis. Your doctor should prescribe a URR of 70%. That's a lot. Now that's home dialysis URR or higher to be sure your URR is at least 65%. Ask about your URR level. I'm telling you, the more dialysis, the better. I know that sounds, if you just started dialysis and you don't like it, you'll feel better once you get all these toxins removed. So that's very important, very important. What is a KT over V? KT over V. You've seen it. The letter K, the letter T with a slash mark, and the letter V. It's another way to measure the dose of dialysis. You see, this is measured in doses. KT over V measures clearance, or K, which is urea and other waste removal of the dialyzer. So this is how this works. As I said, of the KT over V formula, the formula KT over V, the K is for urea and other waste removal of the dialyzer. The T stands for how long each treatment lasts, is the T, and V is the volume of fluid in your blood. Now, KT over V should be 1.2 or higher to be sure you are getting enough dialysis. Okay, now I know people who have KT over V of 3, 2.5, and they feel really well. No problems, no itchy skin. They taking their binders. They don't have dark skin. They don't have flaky, ashy skin. Their eyes are not yellow, dark red. So they getting healthy dose of treatment with high KT over V. And the way you achieve that is longer dialysis. Now, you got different values all across the United States globally that may have different numbers or go by different requirements. So as I said, 1.2 or higher, that's the minimum. The minimum is 1.2. All right. Your doctor should prescribe at least 1.3 to be sure you're getting a KT over V of 1.2. But again, it should be high. You ask people that's doing home dialysis like Don P. Edwards, she is getting somewhere like 2.5 to 3 KT over V. I mean, and that's, my God, KT over V like that, you're feeling wonderful. You're sleeping. You're not waking up tired. Your treatment is going well. You're just not feeling washed out after dialysis. It's just a win-win situation in getting enough dialysis to maintain your most optimal life in spite of dealing with this disease. So you may ask, Steve, why you keep talking about getting enough dialysis? Why is getting enough important to me? Why is that? The dietitian talks about it. The doctor talks about it. You're talking about it on the show. Other people talking about it. Dadvicetv, yada, yada, yada. Well, if you don't get enough dialysis, right, chances are you're going to feel ill. You're going to end up in a hospital, nauseated, probably have some vomiting, loss of appetite, feeling malaise. I mean, all the above, because those toxins are slowly creeping back up to toxic levels, not to mention the potassium. God forbid your potassium shoots up higher than 7 or higher than 6. You're setting yourself up for a cardiac event, cardiac arrhythmias. So we gotta keep this down. Your skin may turn yellow if you don't get enough dialysis. You may have itching. Your feet may swell up with fluid called pitting edema. You may not eat. It may be hard to sleep. Everything that I said. You may even feel short of breath or very tired. Now, this is not a good quality of life. Nobody wants to feel like that. You may even feel depressed, or your thinking may be slower, what they call fog brain. Over time, I swear to you, over time, if you do not get enough dialysis, your risk of death increases 100-fold. So that's why it's very important in getting enough dialysis. And I want to tell you guys, it's 11:35 at night. You know, I wanted to do this because the Spirit told me to do it. And I figured you have some warriors that may be dealing with insomnia. And I thought this would be a fitting subject if you're doing any type of kidney dialysis, whether it's in center or at home, to know that getting enough dialysis is important. It's not going to dialysis or getting off early. That's the opposite of feeling, not feeling your best, not feeling your optimal life. So please talk to your physician of possibly doing slow dialysis in center, maybe 4 hours, 300 blood flow rate. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them about that so you don't put a lot of stress on your heart between treatments. Cut back on that fluid intake. Only gain between, they say, 1 to 3 liters. Maybe try to stretch it back to a half a liter to 2.5 liters between treatments. I know that's hard, but in order to live the best life you can in spite of this disease, we gotta think logical and smart when you're dealing with this disease. Let me see the 3 comments that I got. Less ash gray color. Yup. Thank you for chiming in, Jared. Also, is this the reason why some warriors say they don't feel well? Absolutely. They may be running a rough treatment, a rugged treatment. They may be pulling off 3.5 to 4 liters in a 3 or 3.5 hour time frame. So let me just do an example for you, right? I'm looking down on my phone because I'm going to the calculator. So normally what will happen, right? So say if a patient wanted to take off, let's just go for, let's just say 4 liters. Patient want to take off 4 liters, right? So 4 liters divided by 3.5 hours, right, would be 1,142 liters they will be removing every hour. Okay? So can you imagine removing 1,142 liters per hour? And when you multiply that times 2.2, because we know to convert kilograms or liters into pounds, you multiply times 2.2. And when you do that, you're getting about 2.5 pounds that you're taking off an hour. So can you imagine that? 2.5 pounds of fluid an hour. So you got patients taking off like 1,500 liters of milliliters of fluid an hour. That can definitely cause cramping. I mean, hypotension. I mean, then it puts a lot of stress on your heart. So that's why we really recommend gaining as less fluid that you can between treatments. Try to run a slow treatment, right? 250, 300 blood flow rate for 4 hours. Even though I know you don't want to stay 4 hours, if you think about it, 4 times 3 is 12. That's only 12 hours a week. 12 hours a week of dialysis. If a patient ran 3 hours, that's 9 hours a week of treatment. Think about that. 9 hours of treatment a week, opposed to someone at home doing, say, 5 hours, 5 days a week. That's 25 hours of treatment a week. You can't compare the two. 9 hours, 25 hours. Who do you think is going to feel the best? Who do you think is going to have the better dialysis treatment? 9 hours a week or 25 hours a week? Especially if your kidneys work on the principle of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your kidneys are steadily working. So that's why it's better to get more treatment. The less treatment, the more toxins. Because you're not going to be able to clear it unless you're like totally on a vegan diet and you still got urinary output. The science is not going to equal up. I'm telling you, the lab work is not going to equal up. You're going to, like Jared says, some warriors, they don't feel well after treatment, fatigue, malaise, headache, want to go to bed, want to eat. I mean, just all the above and some more. So it's important to urban health outreach media to share this information to warriors who may not understand the concept of getting enough dialysis. No, getting off early, discontinue treatment early because you may be mad at the staff or something else. That's not a good reason to put your life's quality in jeopardy, or your health, your well-being in jeopardy. So with that being said, keep watching us for more kidney disease information. In fact, this Thursday, tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a special broadcast of Urban Renal Talk with Tamika and Steve. We're going to have on nephrologists and author, Dr. Steven Rosansky. Let me see. I can't recall the title of his book right offhand. Let me see. I apologize. You guys need to go out and definitely check it out. And really it's for, I guess if you're in the early stages of kidney disease. It's called, here we go. It's called Learn the Facts About Kidney Disease. Let me take this off. That's how it looks like. Learn the Facts About Kidney Disease. Dr. Steven Rosansky. Now he's out of South Carolina, where that state is one of the highest with kidney disease. And so he's going to be here to share a little bit about his book and just how he has a different concept and a different approach of managing kidney disease, especially if you're a diabetic type 2 and you're in one of those stages, 1 to 5, and you haven't actually hit complete renal failure. You may want to watch this show and see what Dr. Rowe is talking about. And he also sees kidney patients, so he's a nephrologist. So if you're watching your Kidney Warrior, you got some questions you want to ask him that you may not feel comfortable asking your nephrologist, or you're not getting the answers, I'll set aside some time and ask him to share his knowledge and wisdom on some questions if you have them. So that's this Thursday on Urban Renal Talk with Tamika and Steve. Then we got Warriors Quest on Wednesday. Tomorrow night we got Warriors Quest. Friday we got Uncle Jim Kidney Story. And then Saturday I'm back with a special broadcast, kidney disease. Wait a minute. We got so many shows, guys, with what's that show? Knocking Out Kidney Disease. I apologize. We got so many shows. I mean, it's a shame that I can't remember all of them. But Smashing Kidney Disease. Special episode this Saturday. I'm going to be talking with Dawn Kurkowski. She's going to share her experience and story with kidney disease. And it's a fascinating one. All right. You're going to want to be here for this one. All right. Want to be here for that show this Saturday. So, and then Sunday we start Cooking with the Kidney Chef series. We kicked that off for the month of September. Where are you going to get this many shows from dedicated volunteers that just want to teach and educate about kidney disease and raise awareness? You're not going to get that anywhere else. No other live broadcast, nobody up at 11:45, 47 Eastern Standard Time. I don't see no other nurse up doing this. I love this. So it doesn't bother me. I'm up late. And why not educate if other people are willing to be educated and learn? All right. It's about paying it forward, giving back. So just share. All we ask is only one requirement to come to our broadcast, and that is to share our broadcast. Martin, I will check my messenger. God bless you, Martin. Another supporter, dedicated follower. We appreciate you, and we're right here for you, Martin. Please, guys, share the broadcast. Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight for Just the Facts, getting enough hemodialysis on smashing kidney disease right here on Urban Health Outreach Media. Again, I mean, it's just like the ESPN network. If you want to know anything about kidney disease that we can tell you about, just tune right in on the Urban Health Outreach Media Network and check out our lineup of shows. I'm sure there's one for somebody. If you don't like the kidney disease education moment with me, oh, I forgot to talk about World Kidney News and the Lisa Baxter Show. That's on Sunday night. So if you don't want to watch this show, you can watch World Kidney News. You can watch the Lisa Baxter Show to get some laughs and get some great information. You can watch, I forgot Bella, Sisters Against Kidney Disease, with host Bella Langston. And I forgot Fulfill Your Will. Damn, I keep forgetting his name, his show. Wow, man, I can't believe that. But the show with Ray Alexandra, Finding Your Will to Survive. There we go. You can watch that. You can watch Uncle Jim. If you're into politics, you can watch Urban Reno Talk with Tamika and Steve. Warriors Quest. I mean, we got such a variety of shows. Hopefully it's something for somebody. And we got Sunday morning transplant coffee talk. I mean, that's about 10 shows. I'm telling you. 10 shows. No other network is doing it. Right here on the Urban Health Outreach Media Network. Thank you, guys. We love you. Peace be upon to you and your family. Stay blessed and encouraged, and we see you around. Again, join us tomorrow for Warriors Quest at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys. Peace and blessings. I'm out. Thanks.
Yo, it's about to go down. I said, yo, it's about to go down.